that, I tell you my man.
We
I
already
fucking love
up,
you.
yeah,
But I
gotta
tell you
keep
it is right
climbing,
now.
no. Nothing but diamonds, nothing but diamonds. We at the top now, we came from the bottom, oh.
Welcome back to another episode of iOvercameAnxiety podcast. We gotta clap it up, man. We back in the fucking building. So, fellas, you know what I'm saying? We back with another banger. Real talk, real spill. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get up in your mind. Pause.
The pulse meter just said,
Yeah. You will find
Ready?
this podcast relatable, educational, and supportive. We will touch every single necessary conversation, even if it's uncomfortable. As a host, you can expect full vulnerability from me and my co-host, and I'm here to share my most uncomfortable moments with you, all in hopes to provide some comfort in return. Now, what we got on the menu today, fellas? I was doing some thinking, and it had me thinking of how much, conflict and mental health problems and so on and so forth come from forced relationships. Not even just relationships, forced. What's a forced relationship? A non-voluntary relationship. Your classmates, like you in school, we had to be around motherfuckers 5 days a week. Not because we wanted to, because, and then that's why people, get victimized of bullying and stuff like that. You ain't even want to be around this person. Now you gotta be around the bull. Now it's a kid out there getting punked, getting slapped up. That's a forced relationship that can start to create anxiety from that young. Just an example. You got church, forced relationships. People just, even if you believe in God and all that, people be tripping in the church and you don't get along with everybody in the church. You know what I'm saying? So forced relationship, that can create definitely a lot of conflict mentally or just physically in the world. I can go on. What's else a forced relationship? Family.
definitely family.
Family. We born into the family. Like this boy got mental health problems. He got what's that joint? Bipolar. He got everything. You know what I'm saying? He been to jail 58,000 times. And this is the person that gotta watch it. This is not everybody.
He's institutionalized.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's institutionalized.
Yeah,
But he's still crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why he's institutionalized.
Yeah, you got an institutionalized father that you didn't ask to be around.
Nah.
You didn't. If you had the choice, I think you would probably pick this person over here. That's he got his stuff in order. He home and got to play catch with his kids and all that. You probably rather have him if you could really pick versus that. But we don't get to choose the cards we dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So now we got this. So family, forced relationship that creates a lot of all this shit that people got with them. When we see people crazy and out here, I truly believe when we see people out here crazy and, you know what I'm saying, or killing people or doing this and that, that's stemming from the family. I'm talking about, what was the upbringing like? Automatically makes me think. We got some good questions here that I feel like can make you think a little deeper than, what you usually used to, I guess. What emotions come up when you're expected to maintain relationships out of obligation rather than desire? I'll say it one more time. What emotions come up when you're expected to maintain relationships out of obligation rather than desire?
That's just, it's too hard for, somebody to, like, actually want to do it. Like, you can't look at me and I'm around you. And then I'm like, you could see it in somebody's face, like they don't want to be around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now you have to be there. You're standoffish. Like you're at one side of the table, they're at the other side of the table. You don't want to talk to them, but you still got to walk in, give them respect, shake their hand, even though you don't want to, even though it's burning you inside. Like, ooh, I don't like this one. Like, there's times I want to just,
Definitely piss you off. Because you ain't trying to be around nobody you don't want to be around. So I feel like that's definitely one of the emotions. It'll definitely make you anxious because if you you get overstimulated, as they say, type shit, and you don't know how to react or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you want to be around someone, like when we all walk into a room there's no tension. There's nothing like. It's cool, like everybody could joke with each other, even if the joke goes a little too far. Everybody's still joking with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like you do that with somebody else, they're like, "Oh, would you say like why you talking to me like that?" Da, da, da. You can't like. There's already that tension. So being obligated to, and honestly, fuck everybody, because you really don't have to. It's just because you have respect for that person. And they brought them around. So you already have respect for that person. If you didn't have respect for that person, I guarantee you would say, fuck them. I ain't saying shit to them.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'll do. If I don't got respect for you, why do I got to have respect for them?
Yeah. But what about at work, though? Because you talking about, all right.
Fuck them, too. I'll stay civil.
Yeah.
Fuck them, too. I don't owe them anything.
At any point, like, are y'all the type to, you know what I'm saying, even though you don't like somebody, do you try to, go through all avenues to try to make it work for the sake of yourself?
I wouldn't say I try
and
to
maybe
make
for
it
the
work.
sake of...
I definitely don't try to make it work, but I'm not about to instigate any problems type shit. So, like, I guess what I'm going to do is try to stay away from you type shit. Like, if it's an environment like work, right, and we got to be around each other X amount of days a week, then I'm going to just make sure I don't got to interact with you, bro. If I need to do something that connects to you, I'm going to make sure that shit done. You know it's going to be done because I'm going to, you know what I mean? And if I don't got nothing to do with you, then I'm going to just stay away from you. Like, we don't need to have a conversation. Ain't no, hey, how you doing? I don't give a fuck type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it don't got to be like...
Kind of like a head nod.
Yeah, it don't got to be rude or fucking disrespectful. None of that shit. I'm going to just stay away from you type shit. You know what I mean? Give you some distance. That's it.
Yeah. No, I get that. What about you? The same. Is it just? Will you try to give in any effort to try to be like someone nice, or more like, nah? But
I'm always gonna be nice. I'm always be nice.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
There's no effort involved.
Yeah, there's no me.
I'm not trying to be nice to you. I'm not trying to be nice, but I'm just not gonna be disrespectful or anything to you. But like, I'm not gonna try to be nice to you. I'm not gonna go out of my way to do anything or have any unnecessary contact or conversation.
100%.
You feel me?
No.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna try to be fucking nice to you.
Ask me a question like where something is. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you where it is.
Yeah, but we not about to be busting it up type shit.
Yeah, don't ask me how my day was.
Do you think it's do you think it's a bottled up type of situation, like where? And what I mean by that is, when you constantly around somebody, some people can put up for it for a certain amount of maybe months, maybe some years, but like, you know what I'm saying, like how. I think that's a super bottle up situation, depending on how much you don't get along with the person, I guess. But you having to be around somebody, every day, that's either going to, I guess it can do one or two things. You either going to show a lot of maturity and a lot of restraint, and maybe that could make you stronger, or is over time, I feel like it's just going to start to take an effect on you in a negative way. Probably when you outside, because like, I feel like it's one of those things you don't notice. So even though you like, I'm in my own bag and I'm chilling, I'm not even worried about, cause in your head, you saying that to yourself, but then over time, you really got to be around them. You really got to be around them. And especially like, if you really don't like being around them, I feel like energy is energy. Like over time, like that energy will be like, yo, I really can't.
But think
I can't
like
even
this,
work.
So
like,
what would you do then?
You gotta,
you're in that situation,
but you gotta remember, it depends on your relationship with the person. So like, I could be around somebody for years and not even have an argument with them. It just depends on the energy between you and that person, your relationship on the person, what has gone through
you need that job. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody at work that's getting under your skin, because like you're saying, everybody gets to their breaking point or whatever, but like, then it's all situational.
Yeah.
How bad you need that job?
Nowadays, bro, yeah. I'm serious when it comes to people and energy. Nowadays. Beforehand, yeah, you right, how bad you need that job. Nowadays, it's like, yo.
You said you were matching people energy? Is that what you said?
No, I mean, like, I'm big on, like, energy, and, like, I can't be around you. I'd rather not it be beef. I'd rather not get hostile and all that, for sure. And I probably do what y'all do, like y'all said, like, over time, I will try to, you know what I'm saying, keep my distance. I'll be nice when I can, But
that's the question I answer.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like over time, I'm just the type of person, I go off energy. I can't. That should have bothered me. That should have bothered me more so.
If you could feel energy, like when you walk in the room, you know, like if it's good energy or it's like looking at me like don't be doing,
It's hard.
doing all that weird
it's
shit,
exhausting.
staring at you. But then you got like the people that are just like chilling, don't even pay no mind to. But when you got that person that's just like always looking, like, what are you looking at? You do you got animosity? You want to say hi? Like, what are you doing? Now you got me confused. Now you got me anxious.
Yeah. I think it's super exhausting. I think it's exhausting, and I feel like everyone has to do it at points. I think consistently you have to do it. It's just too many people on earth, and too many. You got to go outside. You got to do shit. You got to make money. You got you're gonna run into people you maybe not get along with like that, or the energy is just off, and you got to be around them. I can only be limited to a certain point of a day, or that shit got to be a one day thing, or that shit can't be no consistent thing like work. I don't know, bro. That shit big for me. That shit big for me.
So
I can't be around people.
Yeah, I'm saying you pretty much
like.
have a social limit.
I do. I can't be around people I don't like. Just simple as that.
So your meter's like
Yeah.
at the end
You'll
of the
see
day.
me cool for a couple of times, but after a while, that shit gonna start to show. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit gonna start to
You
show.
get dried out.
Yeah. Bro, I keep it a buck. I ain't gonna say no names, but even studio shit, I tell you, like, motherfuckers that be playing around, like in the studio and shit, and you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. That's playing around in the studio. Like, at a couple times it's cool. You do that shit again, I'm all for you. Again, I could be cordial and all that, but I'm not trying to pull up.
What does it look like when you say like when you say like you done with it? Like, what does that look like? Like,
I'm done. You can't really come around me. If you coming around me, I ain't know you was coming around me.
Like, pretty much you're off the bullshit. Like, I'm not.
I ain't know you was coming around me.
No,
I know we got mutual friends still, and you just popped up. But there's not a way. I know you gonna be at a spot, and then I'm coming, or unless I'll chalk it.
That's different though, cause like that's voluntary situations. You know what I mean? You gonna put yourself in a studio situation or wherever your creative space is.
Right.
Y'all both putting yourself there. Let's say like you're talking about work. Y'all there because y'all gotta be. Y'all both trying to get a check. If you're there because of your family, you talking about family members. You don't like. What does that look like then? If you like, you know what I mean, you're saying like you just don't want to be around them.
Family,
like, is you gonna quit? Is you gonna quit? You gonna try to transfer? As far as the job, family members, what you gonna do? You just not going.
But are you on the music shit right now?
Type shit. Like, what does that look like?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a whole
like,
buck.
Like, you talk about artists.
Hold on, let me say it, bro. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck on this joint right now. I ain't trying to be funny. Niggas ain't trying to go viral or none of that.
Don't call nobody out.
I'ma just say. I would say, probably both, but definitely with one of my grandparents, I do not have the best relationship, right? Now, motherfuckers gotta be, that's one of them, this is a good ass example. This is one of them things where, like, when I'm around them, it's hard because you already know what to expect. You expect, you know what I'm saying, whatever they gonna say out they might. It could be smart remarks, it could be whatever. Like, you know it's coming. And then when it comes, you know you gotta eat it. Especially being a grandson, respectful, you know what I'm saying, and all that. You know what I'm saying? But
you said that 3 times. Like, I get what you trying to get out, but 3 times now?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I paused on it, John.
Huh?
Oh, you gotta eat it. All right.
No,
all right, for a second, without the pause shit. All right, for a second, without the pause shit, for a second, on some real shit though. Like, that's a good example though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, being forced around a family member that, like, damn, you wanted to be cool and all like that, and just sometimes the energy is just like.
So what do you do? You just don't go to.
I keep my distance. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And there's no problem with that.
I keep my distance. I pop up, you know what I'm saying, when I got free time and you know what I'm saying, when I can, but I'm not overly doing shit. And my brother the opposite.
I'm not like that though. Like, yeah, I mean, I ain't going.
That's how it is with me though.
Like, avoid him, like, if it's in that type of situation, like I said, like, same with, like, if it's work or something, if it's a family member I ain't fucking with, you know what I mean, then if we have these family events, I'm just, make, you know what I mean, keep it light.
Hi, bye.
Yeah, hi and bye, like, yeah, I mean, real quick, like, we ain't, you know what I mean?
You don't gotta...
No, what about immediate? So fuck, because you could be at the cookout and be like, yo, what's up, cuz? And then be like
a cousin
yeah,
all the time.
Yeah, that's real. Because what you said, it could be kind of, because I both went off the straight too. You called me back because I talked about something voluntary. You're right.
Right.
I think you just mentioned something that's kind of voluntary. If it's like a cousin at a cookout that you see, that's kind of, you know You know what I'm saying? You kind of expect them to be there, but you keep your distance. A bunch of other family, especially if you got a big family. It's a bunch of other people to mingle with. Somebody, yeah, I'm talking about 3-person household. It's your mom, your sister, and you. We talking about your sister. You can't stand her.
We beefing but we're cool.
No, as adults though, let's say.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be
like you a little. So not saying kids, because you know how kids butt heads and all that. So let's say you older. So you old enough to like know, you know what I'm saying, like when you don't like somebody and when somebody draw in, somebody really going to trigger you. Like, do you cut off your sister? Y'all the type to cut off your sister, cut off your mom, cut off your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%.
Or you like, don't matter how much.
You got to do something so bad to me, like to the point where I'm like, I will never speak to you, and I actually mean that.
But that's
like,
what I'm saying. You mean cut off as in like completely?
Like immediate family.
Not talking to them.
I don't think I would be like that. Like, even just with motherfuckers like I don't disagree with and I gotta be around. Like, I just don't like. Nah, I'm not gonna necessarily because like then like I give a fuck. I really like if we just don't. You know what I mean? It's nothing there. It's no feelings. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not giving you nothing. Like, you know what I mean?
But it's not
so,
bad.
Like, we can be around each other. You're not going to affect me. I'm going to be me. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. It's not bad to have a good heart. But it's also, like,
that's
you know,
what I'm saying.
not
You're not
bad to make me feel bad for you.
Not. So, like, if I'm not the type of person that just fucking ignore people and make people, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not just going to cut you off. If you reaching out to me, I'm not going to not respond because I'm not that type of person.
You're not cold-hearted like that.
So just because you're a fucking asshole or I think whatever of you, that's not going to make me something else.
Yeah.
I'm going to still be cordial with you, but, like, just know it's going to be no effort involved at all, like, on my end. You know what I mean? Because,
I see you when I see you.
We not there, and obviously you did something to make me feel this way. Like, it's not just, like, on some weird shit. Like, you're making me feel this way. You know what I mean?
Hi, bye. I see you when I see you.
I can respect it. I can't. I got a good situation with my parents, like brother and all that. So it's easy for me to see, but I don't see me fully cutting off a family member. Even though I was talking about, you know what I'm saying, one of my grandparents, I wouldn't cut them off. They still not cut off to this day, but motherfucker,
distance.
They know and I know we both got shit about us we don't like. You know what I'm saying? And we both she here, he there. You know what I'm saying? So.
There ain't nothing wrong with distance.
Yeah,
either.
but distance is definitely super important. But if it was like, yo, week after week after week, you gotta be around, that should be real exhausting.
Like I said, it depends on the relationship with the person. Because I've been around people I could still never been in an argument with.
Yeah, but I respect that though, because like your point of view, and basically your point of view too, because I don't think I'm cold-hearted to cut you off. Like, it's got to be something crazy. I don't think nobody did nothing crazy enough to make me stop talking to him forever. I still don't. I thought I thought I did, but I got put to the test. Another family member, because this should be real with family. I had an uncle in Georgia. I was going out of Atlanta for like a business trip, whatever. My first time out of Atlanta. I got a bunch of family in Atlanta. My family is Atlanta, Philly. You know what I'm saying? So my mom reached out to my uncle, was like, yo, you should like link up with your uncle. You show you around like the city and all that. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, bet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, uncle's always cool, whatever. Now, mind you, apparently he had like issue. I ain't really know like that. This one of them uncles, like, I wasn't really around too much. And then also I wasn't old enough like coming up to even peep certain things like that about him and all that. So I wasn't around him enough. Now, apparently, I'ma just say his kids ain't really talk to him like that. Like, y'all can make what y'all ever want out of that, but that's the type of relationship he had around his immediate family. So I didn't know how he was. So my first like interaction where I'm like, he doing a favor for me, and it definitely come down it was definitely stupid as hell regardless. But long story short, I'm flying out. He was supposed to meet me at the airport or whatever. Now, I was busy the last couple of days. He older, old head. So some of them, they got strict rules and stuff, and they got like certain morals and how they do certain things. So I think he was mad I missed a call. It was either 2 days before like that, and he wanted to confirm about it. And as he should, motherfuckers definitely should confirm. It was a lot of shit going on, even though I did confirm before. But he called me one time. He left a message, and he literally was like, yo, if I don't hear from you, he said literally, if I don't hear from you, Don't call my phone. If you get this message, I was trying to confirm, don't call my phone. Bye. Just like that. I wish I still had the voicemail. Mind you, yo, I ain't never had no beef before. My first time out the A, this my uncle, he supposed to put me on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you about to start out there with I'm getting my stuff together. It's like it's a lot going on, like trying to make this trip together. I got stuff, I'm trying to get it ordered and all that. So, but we had already confirmed, long story short. So when I call him, I go to call him, then I see the voicemail on there. And then I hit, I'm like, I was so confused. That was the first time ever with a family member I was like, yo, he done. Because I don't even know you like that. You just talking me all crazy. What about some communication? Yo, bro, you all right? You still coming? You know what I'm saying? I thought stuff could have been handled a little differently from someone that's older than me, for real. So I thought it was this.
Old heads be emotional as shit, bro.
It was some old head stuff. And I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yo, I ain't say nothing back to him out of respect. But I remember I called my mom, and that was the first time I was like cussing and shit around my mom, and she didn't even care, because she knew he was on some nut shit. She even agreed. I was like, yo, I don't fuck with old head. Don't tell him. Yo, look at the message, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, obviously, I took an Uber from the joint, and you know what I'm saying? I just did what I had to do, but it was the principle off of everything.
I didn't know what was going on. Nigga, you was where I was about to stay. I'm coming out here for the first time. That's some wild shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it was drawing. But either way, you know what I'm saying, still had a good time. So when I come back, we had a family reunion, right? And this shit drawing, right? Because he died. He died.
God rest his soul.
Damn.
He died less than a year ago. You know what I'm saying?
He was there though.
Yeah, but this is before that. But as like of today, like he's not here. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, right? But so he was dying. That's what I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, I'm mad at the whole situation, and I knew all this time. So let's say about a year and a half, close to 2 years almost passed since that. So mind you, we had the family reunion. You got a lot of time to think about it. I had all this time to think, like, yo, when I see him, I thought about a bunch of scenarios in my head. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be like, oh, hey, I had a bunch of shit in my head I'm gonna be like, yo, I had a thing in my head. I was gonna tell him, yo, you was on some nut shit. I was gonna like really confront him, and then I was gonna just like, he's gonna call my name or something. I'll leave his hand there. I had a bunch of shit in my head how I was gonna do it. When we at the family reunion, I'm seeing them. He in a wheelchair. I'm like, yo, dang, Uncle Charlie look bad a little bit. That's what. So it first hit me right there. I was just like, all right. Even though he draw like on some weird shit, I'm like, all right. I was like, whatever. So, but I was still in my head like thinking, all right, I'm still not gonna say nothing to him. Still mad. But he came up to me, like literally came up to me, was like, yo, and I definitely put my fucking hand out and gave him a hug. Yeah. And in that moment, I was just like, all right. I thought this bull was cut off. He was dead to me. But in the moment, I folded. So at that point, I knew I don't got the heart to really cut somebody off. You got to do something crazy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because even off the principle, I'm still a good principled dude, but I can't. If you in my hand and you being polite to me, I got to be polite back. Exactly. So, I say that to say that. That's how I feel about you mean. I thought that was a good story to like represent.
No, it definitely was. In
real life, you know what I'm saying? Had to deal with some shit.
But did you feel like it was forced though?
It was slightly forced, but it felt like the right thing to do.
Because of the environment?
Yeah, because I wouldn't have reached out and did it, and he ain't reach out to me.
But that's what I'm saying. If you never seen him there,
you have to shake his hand though and be cool. You know what I mean?
I didn't, but I wanted to.
Was that forced? That's what I'm saying. Was it forced?
Not
really.
Or did you feel obligated? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what we're talking about. So
I don't even want to say
you're not the type of person to cut niggas off.
No, I don't even want to say it was out of obligation, but it was just more so out of, yo, I guess I treat people how they treat me. In that moment, yeah, he did some nut shit before, but in that moment, he was treating me with respect. So I had to. I couldn't. He came with respect. It was hard for me to give disrespect back in that moment. I know what he did before.
I feel that.
But in front of me in this moment, we had to cook out, and especially ain't nothing happening, you know what I'm saying? And we had a joint, and this was the thing, we was around other families.
Guess why you did that? Because most of us always grew up on respect your elders. So
You right. That kicked in too.
Our generation was always respect your elders.
You right.
If that was, I guarantee if that was somebody who was like 28, 29, try to come up to you, they wouldn't have did that.
I'm 28.
Okay, I'm 30. We gotta keep talking about this.
I think you mean younger. You mean if like
No,
you mean the difference?
if somebody your age came up to you versus
I'm saying
an
like
elder.
and the elder like talking to you like
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, no, it would have still been up.
exactly.
Yeah, I would've
That's
got-
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You would've
one,
still felt
he
that-
younger. You and my
just
age,
watch
I
old
see you
head
as
in a
someone that help.
wheelchair.
Right. So it was hard to be on some nut shit like that. But yeah.
But
Somebody
it's always
my age,
respect your elders.
Yeah.
From our generation, from when I grew up, it was like even if they said like nowadays, like, you know, they honk at me or something. Oh, shut up, old head.
you gonna pull out an old head?
No. But yo, there are some feisty motherfuckers, bro.
No, for sure. You gotta have patience with the elderly,
Bro, because they still think they're like 80 something. Got the walking around.
I feel like when you get
Still
that,
trying to fight you.
I feel like when you get that age too, like I feel like I'm gonna feel like no. Hopefully, I don't feel that way. I feel like a lot of people are bitter, like or it seems like a lot of elderly people are bitter because like I feel like you just been through so many people. I'm talking about like you in your 80s and shit like that. Like I feel like you done seen so much shit. So you come around somebody, maybe you can just read the energy, and you don't even got time to be on no fake shit. So you see how we talk about now? We still talk about from a young mindset to be like, all right, I could be around somebody I don't really like, and even if I work with them, I could be cordial, but I ain't gonna do this. We say that now, but I feel like elderly, yo,
time for it.
it's a yeah. So I feel like the older you get, the less patience you get to be around shit that you don't want to be around.
But a lot of old people are going through like
Yeah.
a lot of old people with dementia. You know, a lot of old people getting Alzheimer's. Like they're tired of your shit. And then the ones who were, you know, still kind of normal, they're still kind of fucked up. They're old. Like that shit, they're dried out. Like
Yeah,
it's about to croak over like soon. Like
yeah,
anybody could die any day, but
yeah.
your day's closer.
And don't get me wrong, yeah, for sure. Don't get me wrong, like elderly, you
And
know,
that's not like no disrespect.
you know, elderly people, like there are ones who like got good spirits.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they still like the life of the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? They still smiling, they still like, so you got them good energy type elderly people too, but we definitely know a lot of like, they definitely get a lot more feistier and more like, bro, I ain't about to do this. What you talk about? That's why a lot of them. I had a family member that didn't want to go to the hospital, and she died because of it. Like just off the, she was like, oh, I ain't going to the hospital. I die right here, real rat, fighting off the paramedics and all that. They trying to take her, and it was a thing. It was a whole thing because motherfuckers was crying on the phone. This is in Atlanta, and we in Philly. My mom was telling me the story, and you know what I'm saying, one of my like older aunts. She wasn't trying to go to the hospital, and she was like, yo, the paramedics on the phone saying, yo, if she don't want to go, we can't take her.
Right.
But if she don't go, she gonna die right here. That's what the paramedics say, but it's like, yo, we cannot take her. And so they kind of snapping, my family snapping on the paramedics, but they like, yo, she not gone. We can't pick her up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you got elderly people in that mindset to where she was done. She ain't give a fuck about dying right there. She ain't good. Y'all saying y'all trying to save me for y'all. Y'all not ready for me to go, but I'm ready to go. Yeah.
I guess when you get to a certain age, like after going so many like problems and like pain, and you're just like, nah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Too much bullshit.
Yeah,
too much bullshit.
I'm just ready to go.
Nah, yeah, that was a good job. I wanted to ask this: has a relationship ever forced you into like a habit?
Yeah.
Whether that's smoking, whether that's drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Off of a forced relationship.
Yeah.
So that could be a family member that's like,
100%. A lot.
You?
I guess. Because, like, I mean, as you be around, like, I just keep thinking back to work and shit. Like,
Yeah,
you find little habits and shit routines you get into to avoid this motherfucker, or just to feel like you're in a space to deal with them. You might smoke, like you said, you might drink or whatever. Just because you know you got to be around this motherfucker. So like
this where why we start to understand why Papa come home and gotta grab a beer from the rip.
Nah, right.
Niggas gotta grab a cigarette from the rip or whatever you do. And we seen our parents. My mom need her glass of wine as soon as she get in the crib. My girl to this day, like, need a glass of wine soon as she get in the crib from work.
Me to this day,
Yeah.
Pour a glass of wine. The fuck?
Yeah, on a
Motherfuckers be stressful.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just starting to feel it now. I wasn't feeling it most of my 20s. I could say like as of like 27, 28, I see myself becoming more of a pothead in a sense, like due to my stress. Like I'm definitely using it as a coping mechanism. I always thought it was like more so. I always thought it was like more so enjoyment, but I don't think it's enjoyment at this point. I think it's literally like, yo, when I come from, I'll be like, man,
I'm a big Coors Light guy.
Yeah, right.
So like what I do, and I don't like, like when we first a couple months ago, I wasn't even really like, I didn't even smoke. Like I would take a. Now I'm like, God,
yeah,
the stress is getting there. So it's like,
yeah, you definitely a stress drinker.
Not anymore. But I mean, not
you have been.
No, not as hard as I was going.
Yeah,
you know what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like,
but beforehand you have been. I can tell you chilling.
Before, like beginning of this year,
yeah,
I was. There was no brake pedal.
Yeah, because you're trying to escape, right? Mm-hmm. Like you try. I guess so. To stay on topic though, let's say escaping the exhaustion of that forced relationship or going back to work and gotta, you know what I mean?
Even a forced relationship just being work. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, your relationship
like
with the job itself.
Just to get through the day type shit because like you don't want to be there, you hate it, but
you still gotta do it.
Money.
Yeah.
It costs to live.
Yeah.
Expensive as hell to live.
Yeah.
You better have some sort of income. You better be doing something.
Yeah.
And maybe it's something you don't want to do. 9 times out of 10 it is.
Yeah. What's the percentage of people doing shit they don't want to do in life?
9% of the 1% that's fucking
the
world, they the only motherfuckers doing what they actually want to do.
That's wild.
Some of them motherfuckers might not even be doing what the fuck they want to do. Some of them billionaires and all them.
Wealth,
yes.
Passed down millions.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to think, it seemed like a problem now. Most people would say, no, I'd rather have that. But when you think about it, say if you the son of whoever, the motherfucker who created Advil or some shit. A nigga that's, you know what I'm saying, that got crazy amount of money. Or he your grandfather or something. You got to come up and you got to automatically jump into family business just because off the fact, or you the CEO, or you something off the fact. Then motherfuckers ain't even ask you what you wanted to do. I'm sure that go on in like, rich life and all that. That's definitely that'd draw on me mentally, I would say, if I wanted to do this or whatever. It was like, son,
I'm selling them the town though. Like, what you need?
It's something that's big because it's bigger than you, and you gotta consistently actually put yourself second. And you got to put whatever that is first you was born into.
I mean, I get that, but that's a lot of damn money of you to...
Yeah.
And I mean, if you got people working for you, I mean, I guess it's stressful to be like... I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know what it's like to be rich, so I don't know the stress.
Yeah. Well, we ain't gonna
go I feel like you can't be stressed if you're rich, but you can.
We gonna have a conversation. Damn, you making me want to fucking touch on that. Pause. I got that down for pause. Damn. That was crazy. Damn, we gotta get that out. Damn. chill, man.
No, I looked at him.
That was a bad joke. I was sick. All right. Y'all drawing. All
right, go ahead.
No, I wanted to speak about that topic. As far as like money and happiness, because this is such a big, like, I didn't want to speak about it today, but shit, I'll add a little something. All right. My thing is, bro, I think motherfuckers is idiots who think money buy happiness. If you think that, I tell you my man, I fucking love you. But I tell you an idiot right now if you think that.
I know that shit don't buy happiness.
And happiness in what sense though? Like, I think it does buy happiness. I think it does. But it doesn't buy everlasting happiness.
Yes.
But like, nigga, if
buys a good time.
What makes you happy? Fucking going out to a 5-star restaurant and fucking going on a yacht?
Nah.
If you got the money to do that, you're gonna do that and be happy. You're going to enjoy that.
So I think we got to define.
If you broke, you can't do it. If you got money, you could buy that and do that.
So I think we got to do.
If you fucking want a bitch with a fat ass and some big tits, but you're an ugly boy and you broke, can't get her. You ugly nigga with some money, you go buy that bitch.
Yeah.
Not buy her, maybe you rent her. Like, you know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? No, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you pay for whatever you want if you got the funds for it.
But do you agree?
Everything's
But do you
perception
agree
in this
happy?
world.
But do you agree happiness is within? So even if a
some
motherfucker no, for everybody.
No, I don't think it's for nothing is absolute.
No.
So no, but like
Alright.
you like
You ever play a video game and run out of your magic power? Real shit. That green bar. You ever run out?
I got you.
Some people don't ever get that green bar back up again. You already used all your happiness as a young kid and everything was cool when you believed
don't
in
think
Santa
some people-
Claus,
so like you said,
the
like,
Easter Bunny.
You say happiness is within. You don't think some people are? They say some people are materialistic, like they need material things to make them happy. You know what I mean? Type shit.
I think
You
it's.
don't believe in materialism or like being materialistic.
I do, but I don't define that as being happy. I define that as a distraction to think you being happy. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many fucking billionaires who are there's so many people who got a bunch of shit, who got everything that we want to have and ain't happy. I can already see
But
it.
let's say if you a nigga, these niggas got a lot of responsibilities. Let's say you just fucking born into it. Your dad died unexpectedly. You got billions. Like you could just say fuck it. You know what I mean? Take these billions and go live off the grid type shit.
But
like,
then a lot of
are you happy that way? You know what I mean? Like
you know what?
Do whatever the fuck you want.
You know why a lot of them rich people
Without
not happy?
The responsibility is the part that make you unhappy because you got to do all.
But
the
I feel
shit
like
that you don't wanna
if
do
we take
necessarily.
both examples, right?
You just got all this
Somebody
money
who
with no
has nothing,
responsibility.
right? Somebody who has nothing is not happy.
You can wake up every day and do whatever you want, no responsibility.
Somebody who keeps getting everything and has everything.
Yeah.
How can you be happy when you already have everything? So it's
All right, but this is the thing that I also think is grouped in with happiness is purpose. When you feel like you walking in your purpose, I feel like that's when, as a human, you feel like you're the most happy. So, the thing that rich people get stripped of, I believe, is that like you get stripped of purpose. Because what the fuck is your purpose? Everybody remember, money ain't even fucking real. Remember that. So we talking about happiness being based off. I don't think people can be materialistic because materialistic wasn't always even a fucking thing going in the
you're
back of
talking
time.
about more emotion.
It wasn't. Jesus wasn't riding in a Rolls Royce. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. I'm talking about we going back and we talking about the human form. Like, I feel like we got lost of what the fuck happiness is.
Yeah.
Nothing materialistic should be fucking about happy and lined up with happiness.
Queens, bro. Materialism has always been it. Niggas always wanted to be flashy and be the best and have the best shit.
Okay, yeah.
Materialism is.
I meant tangible.
Shit, I ain't got
Like
that,
nice
so.
shit, jewelry, cars, clothes. That's the shit that people think make them happy now. That wasn't always like
I'm saying it's been that way since the beginning of time.
It'll make me feel better.
Niggas love gold. Niggas love shiny shit.
No, gold was worth money. Motherfuckers wanted gold because that was the sense of
Still
currency
is.
back then.
And-
Not gold,
And that's
jewelry.
what money is, you know.
Motherfuckers
No,
cared
gold.
You happy.
Motherfuckers cared about jewelry. I'm talking about BC, fucking AD. Like, them motherfuckers ain't no way they was caring about jewelry and shit.
Okay, but they cared
if
about
it wasn't worth,
they cared about fucking the furs of the animals and all different type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It was always something that you wanted to have that other motherfuckers didn't have. That's like materialism type shit. You know what I mean? It's always that ego, like you just want something. That
But you feel like that-
or that is better than somebody. Without that, we don't have fucking evolution or fucking like progression.
But do you think
Who
that
It always has. You always gotta
fuck
have
is
something
that?
better or want something better. If you don't want something better, you ain't gonna have nothing better.
who had shit better? I'm talking about old, not even like 1800. I'm talking about old. Who the fuck had shit that other motherfuckers didn't? I'm talking about enlighten me. I'm talking about like Mansa Musa fucking days. Like, what the fuck? Like, I guess he had money. The only thing you want gold.
They have water, food, and shelter.
Gold
You want
is money,
gold.
nigga, is currency. Gold is currency. Money is
but
currency.
I guess you was. So did more people just have gold? I guess like, you know that, but it wasn't the materialistic shit. Cause now
you
people,
think you're
cause now people want
born
money to
with
get
that?
by materialistic shit. What did people
Materialistic
want
is
money back
anything-
then for?
Materialistic is anything tangible that you can touch and that you have. So like anything that's not happiness, anything that's not within you is materialistic type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're saying that's not a real
So
emotion?
Everybody, back to what we were saying. I don't think it's no absolute. It's not everybody is fucking can have happiness within because of this or what. Some motherfuckers just money can buy happiness. Some motherfuckers want nice shit, and that's gonna make them happy. Other motherfuckers
disagree.
aren't fulfilled by nice shit. They might have a fucking Bentley, a mansion, the baddest bitch, and all this other shit, but they're not happy.
I disagree.
That's different.
I disagree.
Just like agree with me though. You like, I guess they had gold, so that.
No.
Nigga, that's currency, that's money.
I agree.
Money's gonna make you happy,
I agree
bro.
what you explained about my analogy,
maybe
but I don't
won't
think
make
money.
everybody happy within, but money's gonna make you. It's gonna make you happy.
What makes you happy?
For either the time.
Fuck him up. Fuck him
No,
up.
that was just
It's like, no. So I'm curious though.
Doing what I want to do, like being able to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
What is that? Don't be vague.
Get up if I want some fucking illusions, I can buy some illusions. If I want to come to the studio, I can come to the studio. I like making music. I can come here and make music. If I want to shoot a pie, we can come here and shoot a pie. We got it. You know what I mean?
So you like your freedom?
I'm not materialistic, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm
you're not.
Money's not going to buy happiness for me. I can have.
Yeah.
It's always been a time where even now, like, you know what I mean, I want more money. I could have more money would do X, Y, and Z for me, but it's obviously the more money you make is not fulfilling. Obviously, I ain't making $1 million a year or no shit like that or millions, but like
Money
from
will
my
make
experience, money ain't gonna do it. But like, I'm happy with my life. I got a bitch that love me. I love her. I got a fucking job that allows me to provide for my fucking family and do what I want. Maybe I can't afford it.
And you know what it does though?
Right,
you know what it does though?
We got a studio. I can come do my music shit. I can go to work.
It gives you a good time.
Food I want. If me and her want to go on vacay, I can do that.
And bro, this is my point. There's a motherfucker out there who's way richer than you, who's probably would be jealous of you.
That's what I'm saying. But like, that's the difference of people though. Like, I'm just.
I don't think there's materialistic niggas. You think there's materialistic people out there?
Happiness for anybody.
No.
I'm saying it does for some people.
I don't think
that's
so.
the only difference.
I think they think it.
Yeah,
They think it do. They think it do. They think it do. Until you get that. Nigga, you think a rollie gonna fucking make you happy. Then you get a rollie and then you still got problems, still got shit you gotta overcome. And it's like, all right, the rollie was cool for that time being, and then now it's not. Once you get shit, rich people say shit. Rich people say this shit all the time. They say, yo, once you get a bunch of shit, once I bought this car, once you get that shit, it's just
sad
like
before they got rich. That's why the money didn't buy happiness for her. They was sad. You know what I mean? Like they've been always sad and dealing with shit their whole life. They was never happy. If a nigga, they never wanted this shit. Like, they didn't say, these niggas that got this money and are sad, they didn't say, oh, if I get $1 million, I'm gonna be like.
No,
the niggas that want $1 million is gonna get $1 million and be happy. You know what's gonna be sad when they lose that million. When that million is gone, that's when they gonna be sad. And that's when it's gonna hit them.
No,
but it's you don't think it's people out here that are just materialistic.
You said
you don't think it's a bitch out here that just want a nigga that's gonna buy her whatever she want. They don't give a fuck if he fucking a bunch of bitches. Long as fucking he can buy her whatever she want. She in the nicest car, got the nicest bags, whatever. You know what I mean? You don't think it's bitches out there like that?
I think
you don't think it's niggas out there.
It's like 80% of bitches out there.
What I'm saying. What I'm saying is motherfuckers is naive, and if you think, and the people that you talk about, if people think materialistic shit makes them happy, I think they're idiots because it doesn't. If you think that you are, as long as I'm doing this, I'm happy. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's not true happiness. It's not true happiness.
For the moment, that's where I was coming in at.
Happiness ain't a moment. That's my point.
What makes them happy at the end of the day? You're saying
it's not happiness.
There's no way you have a
It's a dopamine hit.
You do whatever you want in the world and you're happy.
Bro, you ever?
It's a dopamine hit. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Just like
it's a dopamine hit.
Shit. And
yeah, the dope. You clapping something.
No,
you happy for that moment.
Pause. What the fuck? It's a dopamine hit, bro. That's what I'm saying. You saying, oh, it's a bitch out here that like to buy bags, and as long as she get a bag, she good. No, as long as she get a bag, she get a dopamine hit, and then she need another bag, then another thing, and then she gonna be like, damn, now I got all this shit, I have no purpose, and I'm doing this, and then you fucking is that old bitch that's not married, that's not doing this and that whatever, you're fucking sad. Now you got fucking 50 cats because you cared about getting bags from this dude all day. Now you don't look as good. You never fucking added a skill. You never wanted to be a wife. You never wanted to be nothing. So now you got every fucking bag in the world, but you don't have the important shit like that really brings happiness. Fucking family, fucking sister security, the shit that you say that you make you happy. People, them motherfuckers who materialistic.
Fuck about that is all I'm saying, bro. We agree.
They not happy.
Except for that, like,
I don't think money will make me happy.
Nobody's happy with, like,
No, I didn't say nobody's happy with. I didn't say people with. I didn't say everyone with money is not happy. That's not what I'm saying.
Money doesn't make anybody happy.
Money doesn't buy happiness. That's going back to the point. I disagree with money buy happiness. You saying it doesn't be. I disagree. I disagree. When people get their sense of money because they walk in their sense of purpose. They walk in their sense of purpose and then money comes along with that. Blessings come along with that. What I think
having a purpose,
happiness.
Having a purpose and having money.
That's
definitely.
why we do.
All the niggas that got rich off fucking like Ponzi schemes or like scamming motherfuckers.
They definitely. They had a purpose. They thought they had a purpose.
No.
Niggas wanted some money. They was materialistic.
No.
They found a way to get the paper.
They're probably happy.
Or whether they had to take care of their family, whatever. But some motherfuckers is just doing it because they want nice shit. And they cool with nice shit. That's going to make them happy. As long as they got nice shit, they happy. That's what money buying happiness is, bro.
That's what we do.
As long as you can pay for whatever is going to make you happy, you happy.
You not happy if you think buying some fucking shoes just cures your happiness.
That's what I'm saying. That's your opinion.
I don't think that's an opinion.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that either. But some people do. Some people
They're
are
idiots
happy with that shit.
They're idiots.
How do you know? How you gonna say that really don't make them happy?
They're idiots. They're idiots. Y'all motherfuckers need to go touch fucking grass. Y'all need to go touch grass. If you think if you get a fucking Birkin that your life is fucking complete, you're a fucking idiot. You're literally a fucking idiot.
But if you get a Rolls, what if they got enough money to buy a farm and fucking
touch the grass,
food for the rest of their life, raise their, or not even sell food, just supply their own food and shit, and just fuck. You know what I mean? And that make them happy. That's not like nothing necessary. Like
that's like a lifestyle
or shit like that. But that money gonna do that. Ain't no broke nigga got a farm.
I think we disagree at what happiness is. That's why I think we agree with dumbass people and if you
tell me.
I'm saying happiness is nothing materialistic. It's nothing at all.
I feel like you guys are yelling at me.
You thinking it's making you happy. Even the people that think, oh, I'm happy because I just got this watch or I just got this chain or I just got this car. You think you're fucking happy until something happens and then you lose your fucking mom.
Oh, I just made.
Then you lost your mom on Mother's Day. You give a fuck up.
I just made enough money to retire my mom. I'm happy. No, you're not.
And then your mom dies. Then what's all that money for? Then you like, damn, I did all that and to get this money and my mom fucking died. You gonna be sad. Now you're a millionaire with no mom. Fuck is we talking about?
All right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These people idiots. You don't agree? They fucking idiots. Niggas out here with material. I like nice. And you talking about a nigga that like nice shit. You know me, bro. I like to be fucking flashy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that like to be flashy. I'd be dumb if I said, yo, yeah, nigga, I'm driving in a Tesla. That shit
don't make you happy.
That shit make me feel good. That shit make me give a sort of sense of financial accomplishment that I was able to achieve and get something that I wanted. But
he's saying everything, but it makes me happy.
No, it's not happiness. It's not happiness.
It makes you feel good.
It's not happiness. Because something
makes you feel enthusiastic.
No,
it doesn't make you happy, but it made you happy.
If you was broke, you wouldn't be fucking feeling whatever the fuck you're trying to say besides happy.
No, because something can happen that can wipe that happiness out. If something,
100%.
If there's something that can wipe that happiness out, then you're not happy.
No, right now, bro.
Then you're not happy.
Right now, bro. Everything you got because of money, right? And like the shit you got because money can afford you. If you didn't have that, would you say you happy right now, right? If you would say you are, then everything that you got because of money you don't have, are you still happy? Fucking no.
I'm not that happy right now. So that's what I'm saying. Where we at, 50?
Yeah.
I'm not that happy right now. I'm not. It's a bunch of shit. But it's life shit. I'm not like suicidal and no shit like that. But it's like, it's certain shit, like, I still gotta do some internal work. I gotta figure out what the fuck I want. I know I want to be a fucking music artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be battling with that shit. It'd be a bunch of temptations to, like, quit, and then, or are you doing this, or is this leading you into something else? But I be battling with that. I'm battling with my purpose right now. I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm meant to do shit. I'm meant to be a leader. I'm meant to move people. And sometimes I'll be like, I don't know if it's music that's going to do that, or I don't know if it's maybe this podcast is going to do that. It's conflicting me. I'm not happy right now. I don't know.
What would be your biggest thing, right? That if you did it right now, like you say music, podcast, you do the mental health shit, and you got the your other entrepreneur ventures, right? What could you do right now that would make you happy? Because you say you're not happy. What could you do? Would it be the music? Would it be the cribs, the cars? Or would it be fucking the pod or the mental health shit? What would it be?
I would say the music tops the posture. Like, well, one, the pot, because I'm still moving
I see
people.
where you lead it up.
My goal is to move people though. So if I'm able,
Answer the question.
if people answer, it would be music.
Which one? Music, right?
Music would be a hit record.
And so
it shows.
We watched the interview, a couple interviews where they say X amount of money, you put X amount of money into it, it'll get you a number one. You go globe, you got it, and then what you do from there is on you, right? Though money could buy you that. So if that would make you happy, money can make you happy.
No, money can't buy me. Money can't buy me the music career I desire.
And money could buy you a number one, and then you're good at music, and you have a good business mind. If you get that number one, that's the exposure. That's all you need. Then you got everything else. The money gonna buy you that exposure, and then you can take it there. Money not buying you happiness in that instance.
I see where you trying to trap me.
Nah.
Whatever you want, that's gonna make you happy.
It's the moment. I think it's the
Money
moment.
buy you whatever you want, that's gonna make you happy.
No, because even with being a big music star, that's not the only purpose. Because there's still something that can wipe that happiness out. I can see.
There's something that can wipe anything, like you said, like.
And that's not true happiness.
You working your whole fucking life like, yo, I want to retire my mom, and then you retire her and she died. That just wiped that happiness out. Anything's gonna wipe that happiness out. That's what I'm saying.
But it made you happy for the moment.
I would agree. That's what I'm saying.
You retired your mom.
Are you saying money doesn't buy eternal happiness, or doesn't buy happiness at all? You said it doesn't buy happiness at all. I would agree it doesn't buy eternal happiness.
Yeah.
But nigga,
eternal happiness is the only happiness.
If you can afford to keep doing if you can afford to keep getting that fucking dopamine hit, bro, then you're happy, right? So if you can afford to keep getting it, you're good. That's what I said. Niggas won $1 million. They cool with $1 million. They sad when they lose that $1 million. If they got $1 million, they can sustain $1 million and do whatever they want with that $1 million. They good. If you could keep paying for a number one to get you that fucking number one feeling, you gonna keep doing it. If it make you happy, money could buy that. If you could afford it, you doing it.
I don't think I would be like.
If you could fucking retire your mom and she never die, you gonna do it.
I can't even.
But like, yes,
I can't even confirm.
Wipe it away, but if you can afford to keep it,
but you see, I'm already thinking of non-happiness once you start to bring money into it. So that's why I just believe that shit. Once you start saying buy the number one shit, I'm not even thinking about money. This is why I'm still doing music, not making anything. Same with us, because we really love this shit. So when you start talking about buying a number one hit, I'm still like, that's not even my like sense of like being successful in music.
Buying, you gotta put music and you gotta put money into it, right?
Yeah.
It's not buying the number one like you buy it to motherfuckers and
money can
bots and
you don't like
you have to put certain
money's a tool, but it's not the sole reason that's going to make me happy.
He don't like the tool. He don't
money's
like the
the tool
that
leads to people's purposes.
Money
Yeah,
isn't happiness. That's not what we said.
Money's a tool.
You don't like that. You don't like that feeling.
Yeah,
it's like money has to be the tool.
Money can buy you happiness.
Yeah,
money isn't happiness, but it can buy you it. It can be that tool to happiness.
It can be the tool to happiness.
So it can buy you happiness.
Not necessarily. Because it's like not that black and white.
I would say what's happiness.
You can make a blanket statement like that, and it's like, yeah.
For you.
Huh?
I would say what's happiness for you.
Happiness.
And then you tell me if money could get you there.
Happiness to me is giving people something good to talk about even when you're not here. Like
peace of mind.
Like I look at people like that did certain shit, people that get streets named after them and shit that you could, the fact that your literal presence, and I don't even want to even just talk about famous people and stuff, because even if your family, you know what I'm saying, we all lost someone, you know what I'm saying, that was meaningful to you, and you still think about them, that person not famous or nothing, like, you know what I'm saying, they don't have to be famous, but they still in the family's mind. So
you're literally explaining.
They energy still here, even if it's only like 30 people that remember them on Earth, but it's still like they energy is kind of still there. That kind of makes me happy. I think about that. I think about what the fuck the world gonna be like. What's your name gonna be like? I guess my name being good makes me happy.
You want it to live on. So before you die you want that peace of mind.
And how many corny niggas you know they got niggas
and no regrets.
Bunch of yes men around them condoning the corny shit because they got money.
A lot.
Money will buy you niggas that.
That's what.
Yeah. But that ain't. But you see how money buy you a bunch of fake ass niggas.
Yeah, but that's why you just
Yeah, money make everything fake.
Sort that
money
out
make everything
nowadays.
like once money get involved, that's when conflict happens.
Yeah.
That shit really is the root of all evil. So that's why I never like to even put happiness with money. And now you made some good points. Don't get me
I
wrong.
don't think money's the root of all evil. I think it's what it do to people. It's the people.
Yeah.
All right, so just like how you were saying, so, all right, so basically, I said, all right, it's a tool to happiness. You was like, all right, so basically about happiness, nigga. So basically, it's the root of all evil. And did money do that to people? Then yeah.
The cause of
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Going off of your logic. But I don't know. But we both agree that, like, I mean,
it can buy temporary happiness.
Yeah, people out here with a lot of temporary fucking happiness. And I think people get to a certain point and then they like, I think we all just figuring this shit out. We all just figuring this shit out. Do some people not reach happiness like before they die? Probably a lot.
Hey.
Yeah. Do you think money could buy happiness? Let us know.
Yeah. Bro, this was a good joke. I'm fucking hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers yelling in my fucking
Bruce,
ear.
turn the air on.
Yeah, man. But this is Overcame Anxiety podcast. What I say, we talk about real stuff here. There's a real conversation. Motherfuckers really getting into it. But let us know what you think. Do money buy happiness? Do y'all think it's a tool to happiness? Or do you think people out here, what y'all think about the discussion? And what we talked about before with forced relationships. So like we hit y'all with, I mean, don't tap into that earlier part as well. I really want to know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. I Overcame Anxiety on all platforms. And yo, we moving. We out.